Greetings everyone and welcome. Today we're just going to allow for the energy to flow through this vessel in the right way and in the right direction. And I trust that you will be open to receive the message as it is given through this vessel to you, so you can live the life you were created to live. And particularly now, with everything that's going on the planet, it's a critical moment in the history of humanity, and it's imperative for us to have a spiritual practice and allow the self that is your true self, the self within, to direct your efforts easily, effortlessly, and gracefully. We're not being asked to do what lies beyond our understanding. All we're being asked to do is just to have a tiny grain of the wisdom that is there within each and every one of us. And to trust. Trust has to be our bedrock. Trust means the willingness to let go of what has provided you with a limited amount of comfort. And as we move through this pandemic that's taken place on Global Awakening, it's given us an opportunity to be with you, to honor you, appreciate you, and delight in you. And no one's going to honor anything in you that you don't honor first. Honesty means consistency. It means no thought opposes any other thought. No word lacks agreement with another. That's the trait of honesty. And most people are not there yet. So as we move onward, forward, into a greater awareness of our true identity, which is love, light, and wisdom, we have to be true to ourselves. Be true to you. Be your best friend. Be the one you enjoy being with the most. It's not selfish, it's selfless. Fear is selfish. Love is selfless. And selfless love nourishes and heals the anguished mind. And because we're in a universe of duality, that duality is built into the mind. So there's universal mind, which is your higher self, God, creator, love, light, wisdom. That's our true self. The self that we have made, we call that self the personality self. And personality comes from the Latin word persona, meaning mask. So just about everyone is masquerading in their own costume. And now it's time for us to take off the costume and just be willing to want to know, why am I here? What is this all about? How can I change my way of thinking? Okay? Change is the nature of this universe. And this is the only universe of duality. So there's two parts to us. There's the image in which you were created, which is love. And then there's the image that you've made, which is the false self we call the personality self. So in order for us to align, it's like when the car is out of alignment, it's not driving properly. You're here, there, and everywhere. And that's where most people are, and particularly now more than ever with everything that's going on the planet. You want to be true to you, love you, honor you, appreciate you, delight in you, be your best friend, the one you enjoy being with the most. And as we begin to take a look at what we've made of ourselves, what we discover is that, wow, I listened to this person or I read this book, and if she can do it, why can't I? And as long as you make that commitment to you, your true self, the universe will support you and direct you. You cannot lose your way. Love is the way. The way is love. And love is not something you get. It's what you already have. Because it was given to you. So you want to love you, honor you, appreciate you, delight in you. Be the person you want to be with the most. Spend time with you. And question your beliefs. Beliefs are comforting, but a knowing, you just know. Just like you know, oh, it's 8 o'clock. I'm having my breakfast. And you know 8 o'clock, you're having breakfast. Same way. Your spiritual practice, oh, it's 6 o'clock. It's time for my spiritual practice. And so you start your day by just sitting quietly and allowing the energy. Everything is energy. Energy governs the molecular structure of all manifestation. And manifest means, man, I feast. And you want to feast on the abundance that was given to you, each and every one of us. It was given to each and every one of us. No one is excluded. So with everything that's going on the planet now, more than ever, it's an opportunity to just be with you. Ask yourself, why am I here? What is this thing called love? We hear it all the time. Oh, I love you, I love you. But do you really know what it means? Yeah. It means something to you. It's not just flivorous. You just know it. You just feel it. It's a feeling within us that just says, it feels good. It feels good. And if it feels good, it's right. And if it's right, it's because you're using the mind and it's not using you. We've been so conditioned to believe and accept that everything is outside, it's out there. So we keep searching. And the more we search, it's the less we find. Find yourself. Know yourself. Be with you. Being is love. No one can give you what you already have. So why don't we stop this nonsense that we feed ourselves according to man-made rules and ideas, which can no longer serve us. We bought into it, and now you're letting it go because you want to live, not survive. Be with you. Every other being of light that you look upon, see that being as you see yourself. But you can't see that other being, not until you can see yourself. We've just made a mistake, that's all. And mistakes can be corrected. And the correction can only take place where the error was made, in the mind. And your mind is the battleground. Chapter 23 in A Course in Miracles. If you don't read anything in those books, read chapter 23, The War Against Yourself. Who will win the war? The one you feed the most. What are you feeding? Man-made rules and ideas? Everything is an idea. An idea is a thought. We have the power, and more now than ever, the responsibility is in our own hands. Who is to come into your energy field? As long as you make that decision, and you want, well, let's say a teacher, or someone you've listened to, you just feel that vibration. There's nowhere for us to go right now but to be true to you. Be with you. I love being with me. I love being with myself. And I love helping others to, in fact, that's my work. That's what I do. Helping others to know you, to appreciate you, to delight in you, just to feel joyous and content in your life. Be content in every present moment. You're approaching the light that is there. It's there. If it's in one, it's in all. There's only one of us here. Many different forms. Form is matter. It's subject to change. But you cannot change what is eternal. And this is what we've been trying to do. Each time we come back. And now, there is nowhere for us to go but to be with you and question your beliefs and simply ask yourself, what are my gifts? What are my talents? How can I be used? And trust me, you will be used as an instrument. And then your life will be an example and demonstration to others. I remembered in my marriage and having 2 children, and my mother being the spiritual teacher, raising 17 of us on the island of Trinidad and Tobago in the West Indies. She would gather us together at night, and she would lead us in prayer. And of course, as kids, we're there, but we don't really know what's going on. We're just there because it's where we needed to be. So the seed was already being planted. And then we go out into the world, you get married, you have kids, you go places. And then one day you just say, I want something different. And that's when I thought, okay, I would publish a newsletter and I would title it the difference. Because you have to realize difference in order to make a difference. And this is what's going on the planet right now. Be true to you, honor you, appreciate you, delight in you. Do the inner work and the outer will manifest. And manifest means, man, I feast. So you're feasting on the knowledge, the wisdom that is already there within you. Don't give up. Just trust. Trust in the creative action of life and allow life to be your teacher and friend. And you cannot lose your way.